Hey thieves, Janine here, your favorite holistic Jersey girl. So today I am going to cook with you, and I tried it originally. I started making part of it and I burnt it. So I had to redo it because I was like, yeah, that's not a good look. I'm not gonna, show and eat burnt food. So the way I cook, and I'm working on this, low battery, is that I buy a certain amount of things. Like, so I bought lentils, and I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do with lentils? So I look up recipes, and I like reverse engineer what I'm gonna make. So I had a can of lentils, I had couscous, and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Lentils and couscous salad. So I found an official recipe, so I'm gonna walk you through it. If you want the recipe, drop recipe. If you wanna share this out for other people so they can cook lentils with couscous salad, share it out. Oh yeah. So I'm looking a little rough right now. I know it was my first day back. I went back to the office today. The commute was like an hour and a half each way. And it wasn't like a happy commute. It was one of those commutes where you want to just like go to bed when you get home. So like I said, I started making the couscous. I burnt it. So now I am telling you the secret to not burning your couscous. So this is the pearl one, which I like. I like the bigger one, the bigger couscous. So basically what you do, and they tell you something, they set you up for failure on here, okay? I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna set you up for success. So it says you take 1.5 cups of water. So I took 1.5 cups of water, you boil that. So you could season it if you wanna season it, salt, a little olive oil, like a teaspoon of olive oil. Delicious, okay? You bring it to a boil. Now here's where they set you up for failure. They tell you to stir in the pearl couscous, cover with lid, and reduce heat to low, and simmer for 8 to 10 seconds. Do not do that. I did that and it burnt. So what I did was I boiled the water, I stirred in the couscous, I turned off the heat, and I covered it with the lid. And let me tell you, second time was a charm. Take a little peek, see, perfect. Now what they do say, what they recommend is to just put a little olive oil in the pot now, just to let it soak up. So I'm just gonna do that. There is some still moisture in there because, like I said, I didn't leave it on. I didn't leave the heat on. So the couscous is done. That's how you make it. So look, within like 10 minutes, the liquid's pretty much soaked up. So now it says to cook the lentils. I don't do fresh lentils. I don't know if that's like like I said, my Italian card is already being revoked. I don't know if I'm bad Italian. If you make your lentils fresh. I got them from a Goya can. I cheated. I rinsed them though. I mean, come on, I rinsed them. That's gotta count for something. So I'm just adding that in to the couscous. To the couscous. And I am gonna heat it because I think that's the right thing to do. I really do. Just to kind of get it all going together. I probably need a bigger spoon than a teaspoon also. So then the next, it says to add EVOO, that's the Rachel Ray of me, that's extra virgin olive oil. And so you can see that a little bit of olive oil goes a long way. So you see it's like very moist. I hate that word. I hate the word moist, but it's actually the right consistency. So it says cook the lentils, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do any of that. I cheated. But if you want the like official recipe, just drop recipe and I'll send it. Also, if you have a good lentil recipe, let me know. I love lentils and I get like bored. So now's the salad part. All right, so I prepped some of this. I did the chopper for the red onion. So it says to chop up some red onion. It also said to cut up some cucumber, which I have done here. I prepped everything. Like, it's, again, Rachel Ray show. She does everything in 30 minutes. She has everyone prep everything for her. She has everyone clean up for her. I love the technique that she uses. So it says to add the tomatoes. So you can use tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, bell pepper, red bell pepper, cranberry. I don't know. I guess if you like that, hey Vito. Oh, you could probably help me. I had a couscous situation. Cranberry, raisin, almonds. So you add that salad to the couscous mixture. So what I'm going to do is just pour it in the bowl here. I don't know if you could see. So this is the lentil and the couscous. Now, why is it important that I'm doing this now? I'm intermittent fasting, so my window is closing. I'm not eating this tonight. I'm actually going to let this sit overnight. I'm going to have this tomorrow. Let me know if you've intermittent fasted. Drop if you've intermittent fasted. I am curious, really curious. Hey, Rose. Okay, so now it says to add the tomatoes, cucumber, red onion to the couscous. Now, after that, the dressing. You can do this one of two ways. I'm going to give you two options. So I'm just going to add some red onion here. Not a lot, because I just feel like red onion is like aggressive, in my opinion. So I'm going to relax a little bit with that. I'm going to add the cucumber for the crunch. This is what they say on the cooking channel. Like, you have to have different textures and all that fun stuff. Like, you have to. Okay, so I'm having red onion and cucumber. I'm going to mix it now for the dressing. They said that, the recipe said that you can mix the EVOO with lemon, honey, salt, and pepper. I don't know. I think it sounds good. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. I think it sounds good, but I think you really have to have the right portions, and they don't really tell you what portion to do it. So you can pour that over and let all of that sit overnight, or someone else, and you can store this in your fridge covered up to a week. That's what the recipe says. Someone else said that they tried it and they just put the oil, lemon, honey, salt, and pepper right on top. Like, they didn't make a dressing out of it. So we can let's just try and do that. I already put oil. We'll add a little Himalayan pink salt because I like the way that tastes. It's not like salty. We'll put the pepper. It says pepper, right? Yeah. Salt and pepper. Sale and pepe for my Italian peeps. And then I have the fresh honey from the farm. There's no label. So I'm going to do very little of this because I'm a little nervous about this. I just feel like if you put the wrong amount of honey, you can really ruin this. And I don't want to ruin it. And then lemon, which I think will be good. So I'm just going to put like this. I know it's kind of like stupid, but I just want to put like I'm scared. I'm scared to put a lot of honey. I don't want to jam it up. And then the lemon, I'm not going to put a lot of lemon either. And then, so I am going to let this sit overnight, like I said. My window opens at noon tomorrow. So I will be eating then. And let me just take the seed out of here. It's the little things. And then I'm going to cover this and I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight. If you want the official recipe, you know how I do my recipes. Like, I just make up stuff and I hope for the best. But I'm just going to, I think this is so pretty. And I don't know if this is really a winter dish. I'm not 100 on it. I'm not really 100, but I do think that it's a really good combination of flavors. And I think I'm going to try something else lentil-y. There's like some recipe for lentil burgers. You know, I was really conservative with the lemon and the honey because I'm going to let it sit overnight and I'm going to test it out tomorrow. I'll post a picture of my stories and I can tell you guys how it came out. I mean, I think it looks really pretty. Let me show you. So here it is. Can you see? That doesn't look right. I mean, it looks really good, right? So I think it's true. When it sits overnight, all the flavors come together. I think that will be fabuloso. And I think I said you could store in the fridge covered up to 1 week. So if you want the recipe, drop recipe. If you enjoyed this recipe, share it out. Let's do it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.